So then he went on to play tennis ball cricket for money. And he had two younger sisters to take care of. And after all of that hard work and toil, he's actually in here with an opportunity to debut for India. So,
Awesome.
yeah, I mean, it is quite a story. And I hope that if he gets that opportunity, he can make something of it.
Oh, just to go back too. So I've said a couple of times recently that some of the Indian players play tape ball cricket, and Indians are like, actually, we don't play tape ball cricket.
That's why I said tennis ball this time.
Well, but they're not always tennis balls either, right? This is why I use tape ball, because tape ball is the generic term that is used all around the world. There are hard balls, hard rubber balls that are used. There are normal tennis balls that are taped up. And then there are these like specialist rubber balls that are made. I'm not going to, every different cricket culture has a slightly different version of it. In some cricket cultures, in Australia, we use tape balls and we use rubber balls at times, the harder, heavier tennis balls at times. I'm not going to stop every single time and say, when we say tape ball, we know what we mean. What we mean is it wasn't a cricket ball. It was some kind of ball that was made so that you can modify it a little bit and make it act like a cricket ball without it being a cricket ball. That's essentially what we mean. That's the last time I'm ever going to say it, because if I say tape ball, just understand what I'm talking about is a rubber ball of some kind that was used. Obviously in Bihar, this is a huge thing.
Yeah. But at least 5 different people came to me in my DMs and on Twitter, like comments, on YouTube comments. There were so many people.
Exactly
on our Discord. There was this guy on our Discord who tagged us in that as well, right? We don't use tape balls over there. And I was like,
it's exactly the same thing if I talk about artificial pitches and I call them matting pitches. I'll get the same thing from Australians and New Zealanders. Go, actually, we use Astro. I'm like, I know, dude. I grew up on Astro wickets. But most people in the world don't have AstroTurf wickets. They have matting wickets, which are slightly different, but essentially still the same thing. This is a podcast for global listeners, right? So in most places, we call the big white floppy hat, the Mitali Raj one behind my head here, it's called a floppy hat. In England, they use that sort of Jack Russell style hat is what they call a floppy hat, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere has slightly different names for different things. I'm generally going to default to the one that is most widely known so that I don't have to have conversations like this ever again in my life.
Yeah, so all of you guys should know that's what Jarrod is using tape ball as a overarching
metaphor for
umbrella.
life.
Yeah, umbrella term or metaphor for life or whatever.